Hello everyone. Today's video is dedicated to all the SABInvest account holders, right? I got a request from one person who wanted to deep dive into how do I leverage the SAB bank account to create an investment account and then to start investing into individual stocks, mutual funds, REITs, etc., right? So I'll be doing a live demo of the website as well as the mobile application, how to transfer money in and out, how to invest or do a very basic analysis, charts on the individual stocks, on mutual funds, getting news informations about individual stocks, etc., right? Right. So if you have been like me and when you saw this logo for the first time, you might have I seen this before ever? And the answer is yes. If you know of HSBC, which is like one of the top leading banks in the world globally, it's the same. So HSBC, when they launched in Saudi Arabia, they first started with the name of SABB, Saudi Arabia British Bank. Then very recently, it got merged with the Awal Bank to come up with SAB, which is Saudi Awal Bank, or the Saudi First Bank. Awal means first. The reason for that merger is also because Awal Bank had their Awal Invest, right? The capital arm or the investment arm. In Saudi Arabia, you'll see that every bank have some or the other investment arm, right? For example, SAB has SAB Invest, Al-Rajhi has Al-Rajhi Capital, SNB has SNB Capital, which is also known as alahli Capital, right? So all of these will have their own capital or they have merged with some other banks to have this together, right? So SABInvest is actually coming from SAB, which is the merger of HSBC Saudi Arabia and the Awal Bank, now together known as SAB. All right, so that's the quick short summary. You need to have an SAB bank account to invest in SAB, to create an account with SABInvest. So now let's directly jump into the demo. SABInvest, sabinvest.com. Yeah, it's the /e-broker. If you're new, creating your account for the first time, make sure that you have a sub bank account, the SAB or the Saudi Awal Bank account, which is a requisite. So are you an existing customer? If you say no, it will go back to the login screen. So that's a prerequisite you need to have. 4 steps would be, one is the bank details, right? Where you insert your Ikama, mobile number, bank account number, verified with the OTP password, accept the terms and conditions, good to read it through, but it's huge. Most of us will not. Then the KYC update form, wherein you have to add a bunch of additional details like verifying your purpose, verifying the company, verifying your risk profile, right? Assessing your risk profile. Are you in for day trading? Are you in for investments? And just know your customer, right? In different ways. That's the main objective. As soon as you submit, I got the approval in like less than 5-10 minutes, if I remember. You will get an email, you'll get a notification with the SABInvest account number. So now you will have two account numbers. One is your bank account number and the other is your broker account number, right? And that's what you will use for transferring money between each other. Okay. So assuming now back to SABInvest and log in to the account. Log in. All right, so I think you have seen the screen is when I was talking about the mutual fund investing and the other during the MT30 deep dive, right? So 4 key screens, but before getting into the screen, you will have your details over here. This one interesting thing is when you click on this 3 dots, this is where you will see your SABInvest account number. Which I'll very soon show you that there's a bug on the mobile app that you cannot see the whole text, on the mobile app. At least I could not find it. Maybe if you have a bigger screen or the resolution is different, then you may be able to see it. I could not find it. So you have to log in here to get your SABInvest account number, which is then, you use to add a beneficiary on your SAB bank and then transfer money. Yeah. Bucket is your trade. So you have the trade options, what cash transfer statements, you want your statement, you want, it's a day trading that you need to do. You select here what type of market, the secondary market, bond market, main market. Main market will have 228 as of today. I mean, this is active today. It's open. The markets are open. This will give you a view of like out of the 228, how many is up, down, overall, which the ticker is running here, how the overall all share index is performing here. This would have been like red if this was off, right? So here you will see the individual stocks, that you want. If you're interested in, you can also add some of these to your favorites. So if you click on one of these, and then you can just add it to the favorite, add it to the watch list. You can go and view the charts. You can create an alert. You can buy, sell directly from here as well. On the right hand side here is giving you another option of just search the key, the company index, or and the account, whether you want to buy, whether it's limit, on market price, quantity, price, and you will update it. If funds, you will get a view of all the mutual funds under SAB specifically alone. You cannot invest in mutual funds from other brokerage accounts like the alrajhi capital, SNB capital, right? Here you will only see the SAB invest mutual funds. So you can select on one of these. There's a minimum amount for each of these. That's also minimum initial amount for each of these. So you'll have to at least invest that much, right? And gives you. I am very soon publishing the video on the comparison of some of the interesting SAB invest funds, mutual funds, which I've been studying for a while now. Markets. So yeah, so that was mutual funds. In markets, you can select main market, you can select the REITs if you're interested in, you can select the ETFs that you're interested in. So last time I was showing you, this is the SAB MT30 that I'm investing in, on every fifth day of the month, I'm putting like close to 800, 850 riyals over here. So this is my SAB invest, but yeah, you can select the ETFs, you can select REITs, you can select bonds, go through each one of these. If you're using this for the first time, you will be a bit disappointed, to be honest, with the UI UX. Especially if you have used a few other platforms in the past, like Ticker Tape or Zerodha, especially for Indian investors, right? Like Zerodha is one of like the favorite app I use, the best interface that I've ever seen, right? It's so friendly, user friendly, right? So you might struggle a bit at the start with this, but soon you get used to all the things, and it does the basic job done. It gets it done, right? Investing, tracking your portfolio, which I'll very soon show you, right? So this is where you select what is the class that you're interested in: REITs, ETFs, index, bonds, equity, or all of them. You can select then one of these which you're interested in. You will go to buy. This will pop up the third video which I was talking about earlier. What else do we have? Company profiles, full quotes will give you like a view of important, news announcements about the board members, owners, etc. that you can also go through. You might have a question about the chart. Maybe did I show you the chart? No, I did not. Okay, so let's say you were. Ouch. Oh, come on. Okay. By the way, one thing while when I'm logging in again, when you are logged into the web application, you cannot log in to the mobile application in parallel. It's only one or the other, right? So as soon as you log in to the mobile application, this one will get logged off, and vice versa. So keep that in mind. It's only one. So I want to deep dive into, let's say, Almarai, right? So I typed in Almarai. I'll click on the arrow. This will lead me. I can also add this to my favorites, so that next time, if I click this to the favorites and I go to the my favorites tab, I will see Almarai here, which is then I don't have to go through all the 228 every time, right? Every time I don't have to search for Almarai. I can have my own portfolio defined over here. Anyway, so I was showing you the chart. All right. I think the chart interface on the mobile is better than this. So this is a chart. The UI interface, somehow I like the mobile version a bit more better than this. And for some reason, I don't see the 2-year thing that we see it on the mobile application. So I click on the 6 month. There's also the option to select candle chart, line chart, trends, etc. I'm not seeing any of those, at least via this window. Let me go back to the market. Does anything change if I go to the chart from here? No, it's the same, right? So it's the same. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's something also that SABInvest can work on, right? Like the charting options can be way better than this. There are some best class platforms that they can easily find, right? I really like Zerodha. I've also heard that the Alrajhi Capital platform is also like more user friendly. I haven't tested it because I don't have an Alrajhi bank, neither do I have the SNB Capital bank account. But settings, okay, if I want to make this dark, which is what I prefer, so this is good. Full screen, interesting. There's a 15-minute delay to the actual price. That's quite sad to see that there's a 15-minute delayed data. To be honest, like in India, you get it refreshed, I don't know, like at seconds, microseconds. It's instantaneous, so it's disappointing. Maybe they are working on this as well. All right, see your own portfolio. So this is where your portfolio summary will be here, right? What else do you get here? This is the total portfolio. As I was saying, I've started investing a bit on a monthly basis in SAB MT30, around 850 riyals every month. I plan to increase this, but at the moment it's small, starting small as I learn. Very soon also to start getting into the REITs, right? Then you have the account summary. What's in the account summary? Okay, this gives you a view of the balance, how much is left, what's your total amount, T1 sell. Yeah, this will give you the orders that you have placed, historically. All right, so I think most of the functionalities that you as an investor need, I'm not sure as a trader, you might have all the functionalities, best in class functionalities like the charts and like doing the technical analysis or the tools required for technical analysis over here. Maybe I'm wrong, but please do comment if I've missed something. But at least as an investor, if you want to invest, transfer money, I've showed how to transfer in and out of this account. I've showed you where you'll find the mutual funds, where you'll find the other stocks. I mean, sorry, the other asset classes. Like you have, if you go in here, this is where in the market, Saudi exchange, main market, REITs, ETF, etc. that you're interested in, and then you go into an individual stock there, and then you will see the chart, the individual company related information, the latest news and announcements. Got it. So this is the screen that you will see when you log in. Multiple tabs here: market, watch list, quote, portfolio, trade. Market will give you an overview of which are the top stocks, the top, etc. You can get a view of all different indices, which I was covering in my previous video about investing, right? Mutual funds. So you can select the all share index or the bank related index, etc. This is where you can see like the each of the individual stocks, right? So you can select the main markets or the parallel markets or the bond markets, and you can go through each of them individually. All right, let's say I want to deep dive into SAB. So this is the awaalbank. You have the individual, how it's trading today, some important news and announcements that's happening. Market depth will cover not much, just by in terms of the price. Time and sales actually is quite a useless one. Alerts is where you can add your own personal alert on this specific stock. For example, let's say this goes above 50 riyal or 100 riyals, then I want to sell it. Or if it goes below 30, I want to sell it, right? So you can select the stock name, what's your best offer or the quantity, what do you want to bid for, greater than, less than, the condition, the value, which is at what value do you want the alert to trigger, and then you add alerts. Right. One other thing, also an interesting feature, is this chart thing. So you see here the icon of toggling your screen. So as soon as I toggle my screen, so I'll get all the different charts at different time frames. For some reason it's not okay. Yeah, now, so from September 21 to 23, you can see the charts. You can get like the candlestick, you can get candlestick with the trends, etc., which I found, it's interesting, especially for the technical and analyst. What else? So this is where, so basically market watch list, the market will give you like individual stocks. Now let's say you want to add like quotes, right, or you want to see or show your own portfolio, what is there, how is it performing, etc. Let me also boast about my tiny portfolio at the moment, right? So you might have seen my video on SAB MT30, the cool ETF, which I feel like has a lot of potential. Instead of investing in individual stocks, which I do not invest in, I stick to index funds, mutual funds, ETFs, REITs, right? So the first one in my portfolio is the SABInvest, but this is where you can see like what's your portfolio, what, how is it performing. I do a SIP, like a manual SIP. I am investing like every fifth day of the month. I put like something around 850 riyals into MT30. I know it's a very tiny amount for a lot of you, and I also know that the markets are a bit volatile, and I'm just learning at the moment, so it's a small amount that I'm putting in. The other one which I will very soon start investing is one of the REITs, which I'll be doing a deep dive very soon, right? So basically, so this is where you will see your how much has been is in your portfolio, how it is performing, any order list for the day of trade. You will also get like a summary of your balance. If you want to, let's say, withdraw money from your demat broker account back to your bank account, there you can insert the value and then you can submit, bank transfer histories, etc. Right. In terms of, let's say you want to buy, sell something, this is also where you can go for it. So buy and sell, if you want to put on the market price, or you want to put a limit. If it's a limit, then you'll have to specify the quantity as well as the value, and then till what time do you want this to be valid for a day, for end of week, for end of month, etc. Now, how do I get money into this, right? We spoke about how to get money out of it, but how do I get money into this? Now, that's one feature that might be something you'll struggle with your mobile app, because you do not, if you are just working off your mobile app, you will not be able to see what's your account number for this. So there's an account number associated to your bank account, right? Now there's also an account number associated to your broker account, to this demat account that you have with SABInvest. Now to view that, that's one of the bugs, I would say here. The first part this year is not your account number. The account number is hidden on the right side of this text. Even if you try to rotate the phone and all, you will still not be able to see it. But you see it starts with SA and then it follows with the 12-digit number, but you cannot see this. At least I could not find it, how to find this on the or via the mobile app. So I had to log into my website to get my SABInvest account number, which then I had to go to my SAB account, register, add as a beneficiary, and then I transfer it from my bank account, which is something I want to show you at the moment, right? So this is ideally, this is where I should have seen the account number, and then I take a note of it, go to SAB. I've already added myself as a beneficiary, so I will not be showing you how to add a beneficiary, but it's straightforward as the other accounts that you add as a beneficiary, right? So once you have this SABInvest account number, you log into your SAB, then I go to my transfers. I'll go to within SAB. I will insert the amount I want to invest in. Let's say just 150 riyal. I'll proceed. I will select the beneficiary. Here you will see awwalinvest. That's the default name that it comes with, and this is the account number. This is where you will also see the account number, which I got actually when I logged into SABInvest from the website. I click here,
I add, so 150 reals is something I just want to add here just for demo purpose. I specify that this is for investment. I proceed, get the OTP, plus. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover today from the website and mobile application of SABInvest. Hope this was helpful. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and looking forward to see you soon in the next video on the SAB Invest mutual fund comparison as well as the alrajhi REIT